Nothing has a stronger influence psychologically on their environment and especially on their children than the unlived life of the parent. To live is the rarest thing in the world, and most people just spend their time in the world. You must live every moment before you die. You have one life and you need to do what your heart commands you to do. Do not get stuck between ifs and buts. Life is too short to have any regrets. Go with the flow and do not worry about little things. If you have a boring and hectic life, your children will be most impacted by it after yourself. Make your life worth living and do not worry about the things which are not under your control. If you face any setbacks, instead of beating the brows, learn from your mistakes and come stronger every time life lets you down. Do not behave like helpless or victim, as there is nothing impossible to your brain. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Humans are a complex creature and have different behavior patterns. They cannot live in isolation. You have to interact with others in your daily affair. You make contact with both like-minded and opposite people. No one is perfect and all lack some shortcomings. When you find some fault in others, you can learn from them. We often get irritated by some speech or action of other people. This comes into your unconscious mind and you try to refrain from doing the same. You need to learn coexistence and harmony. Some people are very bold and they call spade a spade. Instead of reacting to all the bullshit which makes you uneasy, try to better and improve yourself, as it will make the best of you. You are not responsible for bringing change to the whole world. Just improve yourself and you will have the most noble pleasure of understanding yourself. About a third of my cases are suffering from no clinically definable neurosis, but from the senselessness and emptiness of their lives. This can be defined as the general neurosis of our times. Carl Jung, being the infamous psychiatrist, gives us the details of his patients. People who think they are psychologically disturbed are actually the ones who are fed up with their lives. They see nothingness and emptiness in their lives. Such folks do not see anything illuminating in their lives, and as a result they suffer from depression and stress. It happens when you overthink or lack people around you to motivate you and inspire you. It is rightly said that an empty mind is a devil's shop. When you have got nothing useful to do, you will indulge in negativity and resultantly harm yourself emotionally and psychologically. The best course of action is not to overthink and despise yourself. Let the life move forward and embrace whatever the fate has got in store for you. Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes. Carl Jung is the infamous Swiss psychiatrist who theorized the human unconscious and gave theory of personality. In this particular quote, Jung talks about self-awareness and consciousness. According to Jung, the human psyche contains three elements: the ego, the personal unconscious, and the collective unconscious. You can do wonders only if you know yourself. You must work on yourself to remain ahead of others. Know your strengths and work on your weaknesses. Once you do that, you will become unstoppable. People who get inspired by the external environment and never take out time for insight often collapse. Listen to your intuition and you will never fear any difficulty. You have got huge strength inside you to take you beyond limits. Everyone is blessed in some way. There is just a need to recognize and polish your abilities. If you do that, you will be among high achievers. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. We are often misled by the facts and figures. As it is rightly said, we learn from history that we do not learn from history. We believe what we are told without any analysis. This is a kind of false conscious or unconscious. You need to uncover the unconscious in order to take full benefits of your inner talents. Without self-recognition, you cannot do anything properly. You'll fail at whatever you do in your life. Incompetent lot often blame everything to fate. Don't include yourselves among those who are full of excuses. You are the master of your fate and you can mold it according to your choice. Once you become enlightened and know your power, you will overcome all the hurdles which come in your way to prosperity. If you get stuck in the social values and norms, you will end up losing yourself. I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become. We are born free and almost have equal talents. You chalk out your own destiny. You decide your goals and use all means in your capacity to execute them. Whatsoever you do in your life, do it with heart. You only have one life and you should not have any regrets when you die. Tough situations build stronger people. All the billionaires we see today were not born with a golden spoon. They choose a path and then prove themselves by doing what they were expert at. People will always oppose you when you dream big. There will always be hurdles and even your near and dear ones may abandon you. But you have to believe in yourself and prove them wrong by your hard work and perseverance. People admire success stories. They hardly care about the struggle behind it, as there is a relevant connotation. Success is like pregnancy. Everyone congratulates you, but nobody knows how many times you are fucked to achieve it. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. You are judged by your actions, not words. What you do in your life matters the most. What you plan to do is secondary. Some people are men of words and not actions. They say something and act opposite. This is hypocrisy and needs to be avoided. If you want to move ahead in your life, then you must act instead of speaking. People who are serious and concerned about their goals, they practically execute them and stand among the victorians. If you keep on delaying and wasting your time and energy, you will despise yourself at the end of the day. Do it today as tomorrow does not exist. Even if it does, nobody has seen it. Everyone can plan and daydream, hardly few are able to achieve it. It's entirely up to us, whether we want to be men of words or men of actions. Former will bring you no honor while the latter will make you fly and shine. Loneliness does not come from having no people about one, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to oneself, or from holding certain views which others find inadmissible. Loneliness is not necessarily absence of the people around you. It's your inability to communicate with people present around you. You feel lonely when you are unable to open your heart to others. Deep inside, you know nobody will truly understand you. For this reason, you do not interact with people present with you. Loneliness is a great blessing in many ways. It gives you an opportunity to entirely focus on yourself and improve. Sometimes, it is necessary to be lonely to enjoy and cherish nature. Loneliness may also be related to holding different views from the rest of the people. You believe in something which others find odd. For you, it's loneliness, because no one perceives things the way you do. You can remove loneliness from your life if you surround yourself with people who are like-minded and their presence makes you happy. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of others. Humans own demons and fears. We are unable to cope with such horrible situations at times. The best course is to identify them and face whatever lets you down. Once you know yourself and identify your talents, then you can deal with any tough and terrible situation. Aristotle believed 90% of people never achieve their goals in life. The reason is they are never consistent and don't develop good habits. Life requires consistency in order to be content. Introspection is a tool through which you can deal with any danger. We have to build ourselves strong to deal with threats. Believe your intuitions and go the extra mile in your struggle. It's a privilege for you if you become what you dreamt. Everyone dreams, but hardly lucky ones attain them. Those are the ones who faced and overcame their fears and ultimately stood victorious. Know the art of staying positive in every situation and you will never ever go astray. The creation of something new is not accomplished by the intellect but by the play instinct acting from inner necessity. The creative mind plays with the objects it loves. If you look at the modern inventions and their inventors, you may see they are not always accomplished by the greatest degree of intellect, rather by the inner curiosity of the ordinary people. If you have a flare inside you which tempts you to do insane things, certainly you will do wonderful things in life ahead. Visionary and creative minds discuss innovative ideas and always come up with something extraordinary. If you have some ulterior motives to do something big, engage yourself in productivity and see the wonders for yourself. Through pride we are ever deceiving ourselves. But deep down below the surface of the average conscience, a still, small voice says to us, something is out of tune. As the saying goes by, pride hath a fall. Whenever you brag or boast of something, deep down inside you know the ultimate truth. We are the best reflection of ourselves. You can cheat and deceive all but yourself. The better course of action is to show modesty and humility whatever you are doing. Even if you are at the top, do not look down upon others and encourage them to do better. Life will be less chaotic and worrisome if we start appreciating each other for all little achievements we accomplish.